In this video, I will show you how we can design info boxes or pull out quotes inside your book. So something like this, or like this inside the frame, like this, or like this. So here is my book. Let's add info box or pull out quote on the left top side of the left side page. So here. For that, of course, we need to create a separate text frame. Click T, choose text frame tool, and just draw some frame. Let's use this part here as our content for this info box. Just place it here, and let's place it on the top left side of the left side page. Okay, great. Now you see that the info box and the main text frame are overlapping. We have to wrap the text around this new text frame. Probably you have already watched my video about wrapping the text around images. It's the same here, it's similar. If you haven't watched that, here you will see the link. Please watch that. And here we continue. Click on the text frame, and you see this show text wrap settings. This tool, text wrap tool. Click on that, and we have several text wrap options. Jump means the text will jump over this object. Okay. The square means the text will wrap around this object in a square shape. Tight means the text will be tied to this new object. It is helpful when we use irregular shapes, like any kind of an image with a transparent or white background. Here we choose square and put it back here. You see that we have overflowing text frame here. Let's extend this. Now it's much better. And we need some space on the right side of this text frame. Let's choose this one. And you see here, distance from text on the right side means the distance from the right side of the text frame to the text. So this one. If we set it to 0, you see it's just sticked together. There is no distance. Let's set 5. Is acceptable. So we can also have left, it should be 0, top. Since we don't have anything on the left side or top, let's just keep it at 0. We can increase bottom with this, or for that we can also extend the text frame itself like this. This also works. Okay, let's check. You see now, actually what we have here is two columns, the left side column and the right side column, and they are both narrow. Here we have a lot of space between the words, and it doesn't look good. It's not well readable, it's not beautiful, and we have to fix this. Let's make our text frame with our new text frame, so for the info box just a little bit smaller like this, and on the right side on the main text is way more better now. And here we have to also do something. Let's remove the indentations. And when you work with narrow text frame, with narrow columns, I recommend using left indentation, like here. And this looks much better. If it's not possible for any reason, you definitely have to decrease the font size. So like 10 or even 9. This will be much better, but you see there is still some word which doesn't seem to fit here. This is a little bit better, but you see now the font in this our info box is too small. So let's go back and let's use left indentation here. Okay, And this is the time when we use different fonts. So our main body font is Crimson Pro. For the info box we can use some sans serif font. Let's use Railway. Railway is also high quality, high readable font from Google Font. The link will be in the description below. And you see the huge difference. The Railway here is also 11 points and the Crimson Pro is 11 points, but it doesn't look similar. The sans serif font is always larger than the serif font. That's why we have to decrease the font here. So 9, or even I would say like 8 would work better. Okay, like this. We can go to view, zoom and actual size. So when you do this, what you see on your screen is the actual size of the book. So just imagine like it's printed and you will see this exactly as this. And you can evaluate if your fonts are well readable, if you chose the good font size. Yeah, for me, I see here that it's well readable. It's not too small, but it's not too big also. So it's just fine and beautiful. Okay, this is one version of the side note here or the info box. We can change that. Let's duplicate it on the next page here. And what we can do here, we can add a separator on the right side of this info box. Go to paragraph, and here we have right border or edge as it's written in Affinity. So let's place it here. You see it's a little bit too bold. I prefer using 0.5 points for these separators, for the lines. And we have to add some space here. For that we have these indentations. Indentations in this case means not the text, but this edge, the border. And we have to go to minus side, choose the right side and -1. So you see this line is going further away from the center. So something like this is good. But now we have a little space between this line and the main space. So let's choose our info box and add more space on the right side. So let's choose 7. Yes, this looks much better. And maybe we can also shrink it a bit, like so. And just increase this here. So you have to play around with this size for the info box so that your info box also looks good and the main body text that's on the right side should also look good and well readable. Okay, it's very important. So this is another style of this kind of boxes. So let's oh, you see the text is overflowing. So we have to, it's just one small word me at the end, which doesn't look okay. So we have to enlarge this frame a little bit so it looks much better. Yeah, probably something like this is way better than it was before. But still we have some space here. I don't like this space. Yes. This is much better. Let's duplicate this on the next page here. What we can also do, we can draw a border around this info box. For that you have to select all other borders. So right border, left edge or left border, top edge and bottom edge. Okay, something like that. And you have to add some spaces between the edge and the text. So on the left side also let's go to -3. On the top side let's go to -3 as well. And on the bottom let's go to -3. And this will look something like this. Let's increase this here so it doesn't stick to the bottom edge. Yeah, it's fine. We can also move it to the right side so that the right side of the info box is aligned with the main text here. This looks pretty well. Let's duplicate this on the next page. So I'm just showing you different styles, also what you can do, and you can of course design something different. Of course, I'm just showing you the tools, how you can do it. And select it. Let's remove all borders and we can add the background. Choose the fill and let's choose, let's say, dark blue color, something like that. In this case, we have to change the font color to white, like this. When you use white font color against the dark background, or whenever you use white text, please make sure to choose medium thickness of the text. Okay? It's because when printed, the ink will be printed around the empty areas. So for example, here in T, the ink will be printed on the page around this empty area of the T, and of course ink can flow inside this empty area. And if you have a thin line in your letter, this line can be just accidentally filled with the ink, and then you just lose this letter, or it just can be less readable. That's why we just make the white font a little bit thicker. At least medium. Semi-bold also looks good. Just make sure that it looks good with your other text or other overall design. So now let's discuss one more use case. Let's duplicate it on next page here. So as you see here, the corners are like 90 degrees. But what if we want to make them rounded? With paragraphs and decorations tool, it's not possible to do it here. So let's remove fill color. We have to create a shape, a new shape. Let's create that. Yeah, something like that. And we can also, you see, corners, we can choose rounded and set any percent. Okay, like 7 works well. And we have to send it back on the background. So send to back. It should be like here. Good. And of course, what you need to do now is to make sure that the size of your new shape matches with the text frame of the info box here. Great! I hope now you can create beautiful and well-designed info boxes, pull-out quotes inside your book. If you have any questions, just leave a comments down below and I will be more than happy to help.